pranayama, breathing. If you have a simple chair you can use, that would be good. You can try to do the breath work if you're standing. I think it's a little more difficult if you're standing. So if you have a chair and you want to grab that, go ahead. And we are probably going to need it for some of the weight exercises as well. So if you don't have a chair for the weights and you have just a cabinet or a couple blocks, something to hold on to with one of the hands, that would be good. So we'll get going in a minute or two. Again, you'll need some light weights. A chair would be very helpful, and you might need a block or two for some of the yoga poses. So those would be the props that you need, in addition to, of course, your mat. And we'll get going soon. I've got just 1 minute. So very good to be with you today. Right. We'll get started here. So starting with some breath work, I'm going to sit in a chair, and I'm not slouching. I'm also not hyperextending forward. I'm going to sit nice and upright. Might need to kind of lift up that extra skin back there if you have that to get onto your sits bones. And I'm going to start to just roll the shoulders back, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down, forward, up, back, down. And that's where we want to leave them, back and down. And then I'm going to set my hands down for grounding, up for energy. You decide what you need this morning. Your feet should be right under your knees. You're sitting nice and tall. And then take your gaze off the tip of your nose towards the floor. Soften your gaze. And start to tune into your breath. So becoming aware of where you feel the breath rising and falling in your body. So we want to enter the breath through the nose, unless you have asthma or some kind of a breathing issue. Then you might need to open your mouth slightly. So taking the breath in through the nose. You might feel the air going up and down your throat. If you lay a hand on your chest, you might feel the chest rising and falling with the breath, rising on the inhalation, falling on the exhalation. If you take your hands on your side ribs, as you inhale, the ribs might expand. As you exhale, they might draw in. And then the last place we're really trying to bring the breath is this low belly. So I like to take my non-dominant hand, I take my thumb in the belly button, the other fingers below. I'm going to try to fill that palm with air so the fingers separate a little bit. And then on the exhalation, the palm's going to draw towards my spine and the spine to the back of the chair. So wherever you are this morning, you can just keep your eyes barely open, or you can close them all the way. And we're trying to bring that breath down as low as we can towards the belly. So taking a nice big inhale, and the breath comes to the nose, throat, chest, belly. And then exhaling just as slow from the belly, chest, throat, and out the nose. Nice deep inhalation, filling your belly if you can. And a nice deep exhalation, emptying the belly of all air. So you can also count how long does it take to fill the belly. And how long does it take to empty the belly? how long to fill, and how long to empty. So you do want those to match, so lengthen the one that's shorter. We definitely don't want the exhalation shorter. And let's do 3 more breaths. And after your third breath, just let your breath return to normal and bring your hands in prayer position right to your heart. And you can set an intention for your class, which might extend throughout your day, what you'd like to focus on. Balance, strength, flexibility. It might be just staying focused on the class, not letting the mind drift. It might be being gentle with yourself or challenging yourself a little bit. Whatever your intention is, seal it now and then open your eyes. All right, so we're just going to start with some simple twists here. I'm taking my thumbs and I'm setting them right in the center of my chest and my sternum. And I'm going to draw the shoulders down. I'm a bit off the chair because I'm going to need some room to twist. So from here, I'm going to keep those thumbs right there and I'm going to try to twist to the right, draw the shoulders down. And the twist is not only from the head and the shoulders, but try to make it come from the belly button. And then exhale, center. Twist to the opposite side from the belly. Keep drawing the shoulders down. They want to pop up. Exhale, center. This time we're going to go ahead and we're going to take the chair. So you might take the 2 sides of the chair. You might have this left hand in the center. And we're going to try to twist again. And maybe we can get a little bit further. Exhale. And then the second side, twisting. And coming center. I'm going to start with just some chair squats. So we're in the chair. We're going to start with the right hand and then the left hand, and then we'll do both hands. So just doing your best. You're going to aim your finger, your middle finger especially, to where your wall and your ceiling meet. So we're going to lengthen, 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 and come back. All right. So we'll do 3 of those on the left, 3 of those on the right, and then 3 together. We're staying in the chair for this point. So here we go. Reach, reach, reach with the right hand and bring it in. Reach, reach, reach. I'm leaning forward a bit. Reach, 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 and come in. So almost like you're reaching for something, let's say in your closet, but it's out on a diagonal. Other side, reach, 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 bring it in. Reach, 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 bring it in. Reach, 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 bring it in. Both hands almost like you're reaching for, let's say, I could say chocolate chip cookies. Let's go healthy, oatmeal raisin cookies on the top shelf. Here we go. Reach, 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 bring it in. Reach, 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 bring it in. Look where your hands are going. Reach, 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 bring it in. Very good. So now what we're going to try to do is that same thing with both hands, but we're going to try to lift up our buttocks off the chair. So you do lean forward a little bit to stand up and then sit down. So we'll do 3 of these. If that's really difficult for you, just continue the reach without lifting up. Here we go. Reach and lift. 1, 2, 3. Carefully sit down. Reach and lift. 1, 2, 3. Carefully sit down. Reach and lift. Standing up, 1, 2, 3, and we'll stay standing here. All right, shake out your legs. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take the chair in front of me just for a little bit of balance. I'm gonna hold on to the back of the chair and I'm gonna turn my feet out. I'll do it, I'll show you both sideways and in front. I'm gonna try to turn my feet out, my knees go over my ankles, and I sink my tailbone down. So using the strength of my legs, holding it for a few counts, and then coming up. Turn the feet in, shake them out. So what that looks like from the front, holding onto the chair, you could be holding onto the wall, could be holding onto a piece of furniture, sinking down, getting the knees right over the ankles. This time we're gonna go ahead and try to lift up the right arm. Take it down, lift up the left arm, take it down. If you dare, both arms, holding it, holding it, holding it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can take the hands on the chair or just come up, bring the feet together, shake them out. All right, we are going to play with our warrior poses. So taking the right foot forward, the left foot back, hands on your hips, bring that back hip forward, the hips, the chest, the shoulders, the face, everything's facing in front of you. And if you have no shoulder issues, bring your arms up to the sky, keep looking out in front of you, and really send the outer edge of your back foot in the ground. Draw the shoulders down to the floor. Take 3 deep breaths, inhaling and exhaling from that belly, like when we started class. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Bring your hands to your heart and the back foot forward. Shake out your legs. Left foot stays forward, right foot steps back. Bring the back hip forward. Hands to your heart. Everything's going front, and then maybe the arms come up. Draw the shoulders down, bending the front knee, putting a little bit of pressure on the outer edge of that back foot to keep it in the mat. And take 3 deep breaths once again. Your hands to your heart and bring the back foot forward. Shake out both legs. All right, let's go into our warrior 2. Right foot forward, the left foot's going to step further back. You're going to line up the front heel with the back arch and then draw the arms out side to side. Check that they're the same height. Hold your warrior 2. Three deep breaths. Very good. You can bring your hands into your chest and turn that right foot so it faces the left, same direction, and then walk your feet in together. Left foot forward, right foot back. Front heel lines up with the back arch. Arms are side to side. Try to relax the shoulders down. Breathing, the hips open to the side, and your gaze is over your middle finger on the front hand. Taking 3 deep breaths here into your warrior 2 on the second side. Bring your hands into your chest. You can turn that left foot in, walk the feet together, and shake them out. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab a weight. These are light weights. And for this one, you're going to need the chair. I'll show you if you don't have a chair what you can do. But the chair kind of allows us to focus on the lifting of the weight and not the balance as much. And it'll keep our chest turned down, which we actually want in this. So I'll go ahead and I'm going to take my right foot towards the chair. And I'm going to come onto the ball of my left foot. And if you're not balanced here and you want to put that back foot down, you can. It's a little trickier because that back hip turns out. So try to turn that foot forward. All right, so I'm going to take my right hand on the chair. If I didn't have the chair, I'm going to take it on my thigh here. And I want to keep my shoulder elevated in place. I don't want it to sink down. I want to keep it elevated. And as I do my rows, keeping that shoulder up versus letting it go down and up, down and up, down and up. That's not really healthy for our shoulders. So, all right, right foot is close to the chair, left foot is back. I'm going to take my right hand on my right leg or the chair, and my left hand is holding the weight. I'm going to lift up that shoulder, and then we're going to just row. So bend the elbow up and down, up and down, 3 and down, 4 and down, 5 and down, 6 and down, 7 down, 8 down, 9 down, and 10 down. Slowly come up. Let's bring the back foot forward, shake out the legs. We'll try the other side. Left foot is into the chair in front, right foot back. I'm going to take my left hand either on my thigh or on the chair. I'm going to elevate that right shoulder. And here we go. Up and down. 2 and down. Elbow goes back and down for 3. Back and down for 4. Back and down for 5. Back and down for 6. Back and down for 7. Back and down for 8. Back and down for 9. Back and down for 10. Very good. Bring that back foot forward, shake out your legs, and let's grab both weights. So we're going to play with a yoga move and some weights. So coming onto the right foot, we're coming into tree pose. So left foot at the ankle, both weights to the heart, finding your balance here. All right. So we'll go ahead and we're going to make a 90-degree in the arm. And while we're in tree pose, if you want to lift up this left leg to your calf or all the way to your pelvis, if that's in your practice, you can do so. Decide the right height. We really want to try not to put it on the knee. And we're going to do flies in addition to the tree pose if you're able. Here we go. 1 and down. 2 and down. Try not to let the shoulders pop up. 3 and down. 4 and down. 5 and down. 6 and down. 7 down. 8 down. 9 down. 10 down. Very good. Let's take down that raised leg. Take out your legs. Maybe roll out your shoulders a little bit. Alternate them. Rolling them back, and then we'll roll forward. You might need to bend the elbows a little bit when you roll forward. Get a bit more movement that way. All right, tree on the other side. Left foot on the floor, right foot to the ankle. Bring the weights to your chest. You're going to do a little bit different with the weights here, but just holding them here to find your balance. You decide if you're going to take that foot a little higher. Take the elbows into the sides of your body. And we're just going to take the weights out and in. Chest level, out and in. Take it to your heart. 3 and in. 4 and in. 5 and in. 6 and in. 7, whoops, and in. 8 and in. 9 and in. 10 and in. Very good. Take that leg down, shake out the arms. Very good. All right, so we'll go back. We're going to do some triceps. So this time it's going to be the same position we're going to get into. And then what we're going to do is we're going to keep that shoulder elevated. All you're going to do is kick back with the heel of the hand to the wall behind you. So the elbow stays right there. You're going to just kick it back. So everything from the elbow to the shoulder stays stable. So we'll go ahead and start. Let's have the right foot close to the chair or the wall or in front, and then you can have the right hand on that leg. Lift the left shoulder. Here we go. Kickbacks. 1 and in, just to your hip. 2 and in. 3 to the hip. 4 to the hip. 5 to the hip. 6 to the hip. 7 hip. 8 hip. 9 hip. 10 hip. Very good. Coming up, bring the back foot forward, shake out your legs. Second side, left leg is close to the chair or in front. Left hand can rest on that leg, right foot back. Leaning a little forward, we're going to elevate that right shoulder and the right elbow. So shoulder to the elbow, stay stable. We're kick back. 1 to your hip. 2 to your hip. Extend back to the hip. 4 to the hip. 5 hip. 6 hip. 7 hip. 8 hip. 9 hip. 10 hip. Very good. Coming upright, back foot in. You can put down the weights, shake out your arms, shake out the legs, maybe loosen the wrists a little bit, move your hands in circles, and then try the opposite directions. Yep. Wiggle the fingers like you're sprinkling water around the room. Very, very good. Let's grab our weights again. So this time, I'm going to have the right foot on the floor. And I'm just going to take my left heel in front. So I'm bending my right leg. And I'm going to take my elbows 90 degrees right in front of my hips. And the weights are salt and pepper shakers, so they're going vertical. So with that left heel in front. So you can keep that left heel down the whole time. Or when we turn the weights out, you're going to try to straighten the right leg and set that left foot down. So here we go. 1, down. 2, down. 3, down. 4, down. 5, down. 6, down. 7, down. 8, down. 9, down. 10, down. Great. It's really good for balance. You can feel the muscles working in that standing leg. Shake out the legs a little bit. So do the same thing on the other foot, but this time instead of turning the weights out, we're just going to go straight up and down to here, up and down to here. So you should feel that a little bit in your biceps. All right, so you're on the left leg, the right foot's in front. Pepper shakers, weights are up and down. Draw the shoulders back, elbows into the side. Here we go. Up, down. 2 to here. 3 to here. 4 to here. 5 to here. Try to do it slow. 6 to here. Nice and controlled. 7 here. 8 here. 9 here. 10 here. Very good. Shake out the legs, the arms. Time for some hip circles. Want to be sure this doesn't get into our backs. So take your feet hip distance apart, hands on the hips, roll the shoulders back. We're going to take the hips back to the right, forward, left, back to the right, forward, left, back to the right, forward, left, back, to the right, forward, left, back. We're going to go in the opposite direction. Left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back, left, forward, right, back. One more, left, forward, right, back. Very good. Just shake the hips out, right and left. Grab a drink of water if you've got that. Want to hydrate. All right. Last one for the biceps. So I'm going to go ahead. Elbows are slightly in front. We're locking them in place on the body. The weights are going to go horizontal, and we're going to just lift up to here. Right? So we'll do that. And then this time, instead of the leg being in front of us, we're going to take it behind. So playing with our balance, you can almost consider this a mini crescent lunge. It's pretty mini, but the right foot's in front, the left foot's back. I'm going to try to keep the heel off unless I need to put it down for balance. Here we go. 1 to here, 2 to here, 3 to here, 4 to here, 5 here, 6 here, 7 here, 8 here, 9 here, 10 here. Very good. Bring that back leg in. Let's take the front leg out. What's going out behind you? Roll the shoulders back. We're going to go ahead and we're going to bring those hands right here. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to extend them out on a diagonal and in. So the elbows come away from the body and then they come in. So here we go. Left foot in front, right foot back. Extend out on a diagonal and in. 2 and in. 3, these are lower than shoulder height. We don't want to take them higher than that. 4, in. 5, in. 6, in. 7, in. 8, in. 9, in. Last one, 10, in. Very good. We're going to set the weights down. You can grab another drink. Okay. So go ahead and we'll go back to warrior 2 and we'll do a little bit of triangle pose. So I'm going to start again with the right leg close to the chair or in front. The left leg goes back. The front leg is bent and the back toes are slightly turned in. Then I'm going to take my left hip way, way back. I'm going to reach with my right hand, set it on my thigh or the chair, my shin, not my knee. I'm going to let my left arm go up to the sky. I'm going to try to take that left shoulder back in space. So my shoulders stack, left on top of the right. And I try to imagine stacking my hips as well. Holding this for 3 deep breaths if you can. And then slowly coming up, you can bend the front knee. And then again, you can turn that right foot in the same direction as the left and walk the feet together. So I'll start with my left leg forward and my right leg back, opposite side. Coming into my warrior 2. Then I'm going to take the right hip way back, lead with my left hand on my thigh, on the chair, or on my shin, and then my right arm goes straight up to the sky. I keep drawing that upper shoulder back, drawing that upper hip back in space. 3 deep breaths in the belly. And slowly coming up, you can bend that front knee, turn the left foot in, walk the feet together, and shake them out. Okay, great. So we're going to play in our warrior three. It's really helpful to have a chair or a piece of furniture. You could also use the wall. And then we'll do a couple of these on each side. So if you want to try it without something in front of you, you can, or just, a second try to perfect it. Let's say that. So I'm going to take the chair. It depends how tall you are. You've got the top of the chair and you also have this lower seat. So that it kind of how tall you are, really how high your hips are from the floor, where you're going to put your hands. So I am actually going to, I'm going to turn the chair around. I'm tall. So I'm going to take my hands on the top of the chair and my right foot is close to the chair. I'm going to step my left foot back and I'm going to just take my hands on the chair and I'm going to try to lift up the left foot and try to bring my body parallel to the floor. But you really want to be conscious of is that raised hip. So the left hip, turn it down. So you can just hold onto the chair, keep turning the toes down, the hips down. And then the other thing, and I know it's morning and a lot of our hamstrings might be tight, but trying to straighten more or less, straighten the standing leg. So you can have it bent and that will, if your hamstrings are tight, that's going to give some relief. But then trying to draw the thigh on the right leg to the wall behind you. Breathing, 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 trying to hold this for 3 breaths, then bend the standing leg, walk up your chair and come up. So shake out the legs. Let's take the opposite foot back. I'm going to start to lift it up, turn the right hip down. I might be using a chair. I'm putting my hands on that chair or a piece of furniture or the wall. I'm going to try to straighten the standing leg. Little micro bend is always best, but for most of us, we have a huge bend. So trying to take some of that out, but that of course depends on how tight the back of that leg is. 3 breaths here. And then after that, slowly coming up. You never want to slap that raised foot down. Shake out your legs. So we'll do this again. If you're using a chair, we're going to play with lifting one arm off the chair, then the other arm, and then maybe you want to take both arms. If you're not using the chair, then you're probably having both arms off anyways. So just trying to give options. I know we've got a good sized group and there are different comfort levels here. So let's go ahead and take the right leg close to the chair, left leg back. And we're slowly going to find our balance, trying to lift up that back leg. If you're on the chair, let's go ahead and try to lift the right arm off the chair out in front of you. Take it down, the left arm out in front of you. Take it down. And then if you want to play with taking both hands off the chair, or maybe you're doing that anyways, then bring the hands on the chair or to your heart and slowly come up. Shake out the legs. Left leg close to the chair, right leg behind you. Slowly coming into your warrior three. Let's lift the left arm off the chair if you're using it. The right arm. Maybe taking your time, just taking both hands off the chair, playing with it. If you're not comfortable, then you don't have to do it. Then the hands on the chair and slowly coming up. Shake out your legs. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. So we did warrior 2 and we did our triangle. We'll go ahead and we'll do side angle. So stepping the feet out. I'll be facing front this time and not the back. So I'm going to turn my right leg out, my left leg a little bit into it and going into warrior 2. Then from here, I'm going to take my right elbow on my right thigh. My left arm's going to come up. And then if I can, I'm going to take it on a diagonal. So my left bicep is over my left ear. And I'm going to lengthen from the back heel to the hip, to the underarm, through the fingers. And I'm going to draw the right shoulder away from my ear, and I'm going to take 3 deep breaths. And then slowly turn the right foot in, left foot out, right foot in a little bit. We're just going on to the other side, so however that works for you. Warrior 2, taking my left elbow on my left thigh, drawing my right hip back, my right shoulder back, then taking that right arm up and over. Nice long diagonal, lengthening through the side, 3 deep breaths. And then slowly coming up, turn the left foot in, walk the feet together, and shake them out. Very good. All right. So standing in mountain pose and having your hands right next to your legs here, and then starting to turn the palms towards the computer and the camera here. Thumbs out, pinkies in, and then see if you can take those thumbs even further back and the pinkies towards the front, and your shoulders should turn out. So you should have a nice broadening of the chest. This is the opposite of shrugging, and keep turning the thumbs back and let those shoulders rotate out. Exhale, slowly turn the palms in. We're going to do the opposite now. The thumbs are going to go back and the pinkies are going to come forward. And here's your shrug. So this is, you might feel a stretch across your upper back. Of course, we don't really like how this looks, but it is stretching the upper back. We don't want to stay here. We don't want to walk around the world this way. So we're going to go ahead and then slowly roll them out again and roll the shoulders back, thumbs back again, pinkies forward. And now keep the shoulders back and bring the hands back to normal. And see if you can keep this openness in your shoulders and your chest and your upper body. Yeah. Very good. We're going to keep the right foot on the floor. We're going to go ahead and we're going to take the left foot in front of it. Take the hands to the heart. And we're just going to try to come down a little bit. Then maybe lift up that left foot. Come down. Can you lift up the left foot? And coming up and uncross. Take the right foot across the left. Bend the left knee, hands to your heart. Can you come down? If you're balanced, maybe lift up that right foot. Just touch it, tap it. And then pushing up. Shake out your legs and your arms. All right, we're going to play with our balance. Take the hands out in front of you. The feet are grounded. And we're going to play with just lifting up the heels, and maybe the arms can go a little higher. Quietly set the heels down. You probably are doing this better than me. Let's go ahead and lift up the arms, lift up the heels. See how long you can stay. And come down. We'll do one more. Slowly lifting up. Can you stay, stay, stay? Can you look up? And exhale down. Shake out your legs. We'll play with the balance the opposite way. If you want to use the chair or the wall, and just put your fingers here. You might want to take your feet a little further, and you're going to try to just lift up the balls of the feet, and you're on your heels. So your hips are going to go back a little bit. See how long you can stay there, and then set it down. Trying it again. Lift up the balls of the feet, be on your heels, stay, stay, stay. Don't fall back, and put them down. One more time, take the hips back. You can bend your knees a bit, lift up the toes, the balls of the feet, trying to find your balance, and set them down. Shake it out. All right. All right. So we're going to come into our chair pose and add a little twist. So knees together, feet together if you can, bending the knees in your chair pose. Breathing, draw the shoulders into your body, and then come up, shake out your legs. So we'll add our twist. Bending into your chair. Go ahead and take the right hand on the right thigh, reach up the left arm. You're going to try to take the left elbow across the right thigh, twist from the belly, and put the right palm on the left. Breathing, breathing, breathing. Turn down to center and come up. Shake out your legs and your arms. Come back into your chair pose. Left hand on the left thigh, reach the right arm up. Take the right elbow across on the right, holding it here. 3 deep breaths. Turn back down and slowly come up. Shake out your legs. Very good. So just play a little bit with tipping. I'm going to take my right arm up, my left leg, and I'm going to try to just tip, 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 and come up. Tip, 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 and come up. Tip, 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 and come up. Shake it out. Let's try the other side. Take right leg out, left arm. Here we go. Tip, 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 like a teeter-totter, and come up. Tip, 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 and come up. Tip, 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 and come up. Very good. I can see some of you. Shake that out. Really good. Really good. Okay, we'll just play a little bit with leg lifts. If you want to take your right hand on the wall or the chair, you can. We're going to take the left leg out, and we're going to try to just bring the knee to parallel. Touch it down. 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, bending at the knee, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, and 10. Very good. Shake out the legs, opposite side. Left hand on the wall, left foot going straight. Gonna have the right leg bending a little bit. Here we go. Bend the knee up, down, 2, down, 3, down, 4, down, 5, down, 6, down, 7, down, 8, down, 9, down, and 10, down. Very good. Shake out the body, grab a drink. We are almost done. So we'll go ahead and come into our final resting pose here. So I'm going to come back onto the chair. And if you have a chair, we'll just do a few cat-cows in the chair before we totally stop. So I'm going to come sideways so you can see what I'm doing with my core. And I'm going to take my hands on my knees. You can see I'm sitting off of the back of my chair because the back is a little tilted. So on an exhalation, I'm going to take my chin to my chest, my belly to the spine, and I have a curve in my back, and I'm emptying the belly of air. That's your exhalation. On the inhalation, I'm going to sit up, roll the shoulders back, kind of fill the chest, fill the belly. Exhale, belly to the spine, spine to the back of the chair. Inhale, roll the shoulders up, fill the belly. So if I'm standing, it looks like this. Exhale, belly to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, filling the belly of air. We'll do 2 more. Exhale, belly to the spine, chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, fill the belly. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Come back to an exhale. And then come to a neutral spine. You're either standing with your hands at your heart, or you're on your chair sitting with the hands also to the heart. So you're either sitting, feet underneath the knees. You can close your eyes, staying here, or you're standing. Might be a little more tricky if you close your eyes, maintaining your balance. So be safe, have a wall by you if you're feeling a little wobbly. Either way, you're drawing the shoulders down and you're thinking about your breath and trying to keep it in that low belly. Trying to take 3 to 5 deep inhalations and exhalations. And then go ahead and take your hands and just touch your foreheads with your thumbs, thanking yourself and your friends for your practice this morning, bringing your hands to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. I think we got a lot in there, a lot of different body parts. I hope you have a great Monday.